Hello guys, today for our lesson we are going to go over symbols and equations. The standard that we're going to be doing today is compare two-digit numbers using the symbols less than and greater than. So what you guys are kind of going to be doing, obviously we're going to learn the difference between the two. What does less than mean? What does greater than mean? We're going to learn how to write the symbols correctly and how to use them in an equation correctly as well. That's what you guys are going to be learning today. We're going to get computers for the class today, and you guys are going to be working alone on the computers. Whenever you have the computers, you can use the internet for any resources, any questions you have. You can use the internet for that. But mainly we're going to be using the computers and the internet today for a few games that I'm going to let you guys play. You guys don't have free range of what games you want to play. They have to be educational. I'm going to have a list of games that you guys can play, and y'all can kind of go through on your own and pick which ones you want to play. But we will only be playing the games for 30 minutes today. So it is self-paced, but you guys can kind of go through that however quickly or slowly you want. Like I said, the games that you're going to be playing on the computer are self-paced. You're going to be doing that individually, not with any help or any neighbor or anything like that. You can go as slow as you want, you can go as fast, but like I said, the first 30 minutes of class today are going to be for the games. And then the PowerPoint, I have a PowerPoint for you guys that I am going to let you get on the computers for as well. That is going to be with a group. So I know a lot of you like to work by yourselves. You work better alone. That's completely fine, but we're also going to work in groups for the people that enjoy bouncing ideas off of each other and just talking to your friends about it. So yeah, we're going to work alone and we're going to work in groups today. So in the PowerPoint, I have placed a few equations that are wrong. I'm not going to tell you what slides they're on. I'm not going to tell you where they are in the PowerPoint, but a few of them are wrong, and you guys are going to have to figure that out on your own. You will be in groups for this, so you guys can talk about which equations you think I did wrong, but they're going to be randomly placed, and you're going to have a sheet of paper, and you're going to need to write down what equations I did wrong, and you're going to need to correct them with your group as well. You're all going to write your names on the sheet of paper so I know that everybody did something and things like that. So that's what the PowerPoint and the group work is for. So here's kind of the layout for the class period today. Obviously, I'm giving you instructions right now. After I finish giving you instructions, you guys are going to get on your computers alone. Make sure that you're like being quiet, sitting by yourself, not bothering your neighbor. You guys are going to get on the computers and play 3 games out of the list that I give you for the first 30 minutes of class. Second, after that, we're going to get in our groups. I'm going to tell you who your groups are. I've already have them assigned. And you're going to get with your group and go through the PowerPoint. And like I said, you're going to write down the ones that need to be corrected and write the right way. That the equation should have been put in the PowerPoint. After we finish the group work, you're going to go back to your seat. And we're going to have just a little class discussion. This is just for me to kind of get an idea of what we understand, what we maybe don't understand from the lesson today. I'm going to be asking you guys a few questions. You guys can ask me questions if you don't really understand anything. That's what that class discussion is going to be for. After that, at the end of the class period today, the last 5 minutes, we're going to have an exit ticket or a think sheet. The exit ticket is, you guys are just going to turn it in to me before you walk out of the classroom. I'm going to stand at the door and collect them. So you guys are going to give those to me at the end of class. I'm going to go ahead and go over what's on the think sheet, the questions that are going to be on there, just so that you guys know what you're looking for today, know what you are going to have to tell me at the end of class today, just to give you guys a heads up. So there are 5 questions on the think sheet. 3 of them are super easy, kind of a low level type situation. And then the last two are kind of a little bit harder. You're going to have to use some thought. The exit tickets are by yourself, so you're not going to have a partner or a group or anything like that. This is just a quiet period at the end of the day, just so I get an idea of what you understood from the day and what you guys still need to work on. The first question is pretty easy. What does less than mean? The second question is what does greater than mean? The third question is 4 less than 3? And the fourth question is, are 2 apples less than or greater than 3 apples? The fifth question is, you guys are going to write your own example using less than or greater than. Kind of like I just did with the 2 apples and the 3 apples. You guys can use objects, you can use animals, you can use food like I did. You can use footballs, soccer balls, tennis balls, whatever you guys want to use, but you guys are going to come up with your own kind of equation. It's just going to be blank, and then whatever, you have to write the symbol, less than or greater than, and then another blank. You guys are going to have to fill in and write your own example for me. So let me tell you guys kind of the rubric or what I'm looking for today. During the class, I'm going to be walking around and kind of paying attention to how you guys are working. Today, the first thing that I'm looking for is how you guys are doing with the computer work that you are doing by yourself. Are you bothering your neighbor? Are you being super talkative? This is just a quiet period of time. The first 30 minutes is going to be alone, like I said, so it should be quiet. You guys should be following the instructions that I'm giving you. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Are you working quietly and diligently and getting everything that you need to get done finished? The second thing that I'm looking for is whenever you guys get into your groups. So I'm going to be looking for, are you being loud? Are you bothering everybody else around you? Is there one of you that's talking more than another? Is there one of you that's just not contributing at all? So that's what I'm going to be looking for with the groups, just to make sure that every person in the group is contributing and doing all of the work that they need to do. The last thing that I'm going to be looking for is with the group discussion. That period is just for when I'm going to be asking you guys questions. You guys are going to be asking me questions. So are you raising your hand before you ask a question, or are you just shouting at me? If I ask the class a question, are you raising your hand to answer, or are you just blurting out answers and then everybody's just answering without raising their hands? So that's what I'm looking for. Are you listening to your neighbor? Are you paying attention when other classmates are talking? Are you being respectful, or are you just talking the whole time? You know, things like that, just being respectful of others while they're speaking. So that's going to be the lesson for today. You guys can let me know if you have any questions. But yeah.